Welcome to a short presentation on using Sage 100 contractor queries. You can stop this video at any time and try out any of these features and then simply hit the resume button to watch the rest of the video. Queries in Sage 100 Contractor are simple tabular reports, look like spreadsheets. They're not as fancy as the printed reports, but we think you'll find these quite useful as you do your work throughout the day. You can run these from most any screen in the system that has a binoculars button. Simply press the binoculars, or a little shortcut is Control F, as in Frank. We select from the list, fill in the criteria to limit the output, and do whatever we need to with it, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a second. Let's begin by going to the job screen. That comes up. Notice I have a binoculars. I press that, and what I want is all my jobs that are certified payroll jobs. How do we get there? I'm going to move over here to our post office job, and under general information, we check this box. So run that particular query. Notice that our built-in criteria says look for those that have a checkbox. That's where it equals 1. And then any other criteria I wish, I'm going to leave it blank. Simply run this, and I've got 2 certified payroll jobs. So from this screen, I can look at this information. I can print this information if I wish. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Or I can drill down to some additional detail. Double click on the job, and that job screen pops up. Double click on the client screen. Double click on the architect, the vendor screen that has the architect's information in it. The supervisor, that's the employee screen. When I get into any one of these screens, I can edit as though I had gotten in through a menu selection. Let's go over to our AP invoice screen. A little bit different output here. I'm going to hit my binoculars, or in this case, I'm going to hit Control F. I want my open AP invoices. So what constitutes open? Let's go back to our our payable invoice screen, and notice that we have 4 statuses. One of those is paid. I don't want paid invoices. I simply want open. Review and dispute invoices are still open. They're just flagged as review and dispute. Again, Control F gets me into my query list, open AP invoices, run the query, and I go get everything in the system. If I wanted to limit this output to 1 project, I could do 186 and run that query for that particular project. Again, same features hold true. Double click, job screen. Double click, vendor screen, etc., etc. In this case, I have the record number. That will actually get me to the invoice screen. Any one of these, like I said before, can be printed, as I could print any other report. So when I print, I can print to a printer, or to the screen, or I can send it to Excel, or to an RTF document in Word, or to a PDF, or as an attachment to an email. In this case, I print the view screen. My output is a little bit wide for this. Let's not worry about that. And I move on. Another cool thing that we can do with these, since they're grids, like any other grid in Sage 100 Contractor, I can select the entire grid, right-click, copy that, open up a copy of Excel, right-click, and paste. I can optimize my columns by selecting the entire sheet, double-clicking between one of the columns, and then I can do anything I want to with Excel. These are simple numbers, but I may want to go through and add some formulas or do something else that works better in Excel. So just to review, I go to any screen. So for instance, I might go to the employee screen. Again, I've got my binoculars and I want my employees by last name. Run the query. I want all my employees. Notice that they're ordered alphabetically. I can drill down to any particular table I wish, or to in this case, the employee screen. Okay. As I'm working through these, and I drill down, I have to back out. Otherwise, I won't have. You'll notice that you won't have any control over getting into the rest of the system. It just forbids you from doing that. So. Again, this is, we hope you enjoyed this particular presentation. If you have any questions, here's my contact information. Please give me a call. We want to let you know that you can also create your own queries or modify some of the canned queries, and it's pretty easy to do. We're going to do that in a separate video. Thanks. Have a great day. Welcome to a short video on Sage 100 Contractor Queries. Queries have lots of uses. Some screens have buttons like the job screen that will allow you to drill down and get a list of POs for that job or subcontracts for that job. Or if you were on the work order screen, you'd be able to see open work orders in the system. You can see what you need and drill down for more information, and it makes things quite easy. Those same screens may not particularly have the list that you need, so you can go to the query feature and use canned queries to get pre-programmed information. Some of these may suit your needs, otherwise you might want to design your own custom queries to get your own list, and you can have the information exactly the way you want it. To use queries, you can click on the binoculars or press Control F. You select the query you want to run, double click on it, add any criteria you're going to need to filter the output, press run, and you basically get the same output that you got by pressing the PO button or the subcontract button on the job screen. All the same rules apply. You can go to any particular field and drill down on the field to get to more detailed data. If you want to create your own, again, you simply get into the query feature, press the new button this time and give your query a name, select the fields you want to display, double click on those fields to sort on them, pull them up to the gray bar, which you'll see in a second, to group on them. When you do group, you will separate your groups of information and you'll also get subtotals on the numeric data. Simply press next to add criteria fields, and your query is set to go by pressing finish. So let's show you nothing.